we're going to be doing something that I really think you're going to be enjoying. I know I enjoy writing letters, and I hope you do too. Let's bow our heads and begin. Blessed Lord, may we do all things for your greater glory. Most Sacred Heart of Jesus, have mercy on us. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. All right, so we are going to be going over the parts of a friendly letter. And do you guys know what a friendly letter is? You know that it's a letter to someone, and it's friendly because you know them. Yes, so a friendly letter is a letter to people we know. Let's take a look. See if you remember the parts of a letter. All right, let's take a look at the parts of a letter. Right here we have our letter. Can you see that okay? Says, here's our date. Here's the salutation or greeting. Remember, greetings and salutation. Remember, I don't know if you remember, if you've ever read Charlotte's Web. Yes, Charlotte really liked to say salutations. And so Wilbur began saying salutations. Salutations means hello. It's a very fancy way of saying hello. So this is called our greeting or salutation. This part is called the body of the letter, which holds all the information, it could be short or it could be long. And here is what we call the closing, and then our signature. Here they just call it your name, but signature is what is usually called. So isn't that nice? Let's see, how will we write a letter? Well, what kind of thank you notes what kind of friendly letters are there? There are different kinds of friendly letters. There is the kind that tells a story, see? You can share a story or a message. This one says, Dear Aunt Marla, today I went to swimming class. I learned to float. I will show you when I see you. There's another kind that's to say thank you. Can you see okay? Dear Uncle Tim, thank you for the football. I love it. I practice every day. And then another one is to ask a favor. Dear Mrs. Jensen, Mom said you have a puppy. May I play with him? And then there's also these right here don't have all of the parts of the letter, but here, this one is a complete letter. So for today, what I'd like you to do is you're going to work on, this is mine, we're going to brainstorm about the types of letters or what whom you can write a letter to and what you will say. See, I had Father Chris to encourage him, my Tia Chacha to say hello, and Elizabeth, my neighbor, to say hello. And I decided I was going to go ahead and write to my neighbor to say hello. So your first part that I'd like you to do is I'd like you to do the pre-writing part for Monday. Pre-writing, I'd like you to think and write down a couple of suggestions or a couple of brainstorming whom you can write to and what you will say. Very short. It doesn't have to be very big. See here, he has invite Mike to my birthday party. He's going to write a letter to do that. Thank cousin Kristen for visiting. Ask Uncle Ted to help me build a tree house. Sounds like fun. But he chose, or she chose, invite Mike to my birthday party. See? You can go ahead and do that for Monday. Then on Tuesday, you will go ahead and Tuesday. There is a template in the Google Classroom that you can find this. You can fill in today's date, whom you're going to be writing to, what you want to say, and your closing, how you will say goodbye, and your signature. I filled mine out, and this is what it looks like. See? My name is Mrs. Mayer, and I have my date. Now, I happen to have my date here, too, so I don't forget to start with my date when I start writing my letter. I will be writing to Elizabeth, my neighbor. Remember, I showed you I circled it on my list. And then what will I want to say? I will want to say, hello, I miss seeing you. And then I'm going to write a little note to myself to say, bring flowers in a vase. Because I will put it in front of her door. Closing, how will I say goodbye? Your neighbor, don't forget the comma. Always, always remember your comma after your salutation and after your closing. Then I will sign my name. I wrote my initials right here so that I don't forget to sign my name. And then you will do a pre-writing on a sheet of paper like this. Don't forget to start with your date. You know what I do? I fold my paper in half, and that way I know where to start writing my date. I will write my date over here, and my closing will be right here after I have the body of my letter. That way I'll know where the halfway point is, so I know where my margin is for those two parts, remember? Let's take a look at what my letter looked like at the end. So by Friday, after you edit and you revise your work, this is what your letter could look like. See how I folded my page in half? That way I could find where I can start my date. And then I started writing my salutation, my greeting, on the margin over here. Do you notice what I use right after the salutation? A comma, not a period. Be careful that you use a comma. And I put a capital letter for dear, and I put a capital letter for her name. Those two must be capitalized. Okay? Or if you put Uncle Bill or Tia Chacha, you can go ahead and capitalize both of them. On your salutation, you capitalize all your words in a salutation. Then you're going to indent. Remember how we indent when we start a paragraph? To begin your letter. Mine says, how are you? I have not seen you in a couple of months. I am thinking of you and praying for you. Here are some flowers I hope you will like. I hope to see you soon. And then I went to my halfway point. I didn't start right here. I went down a line. See how I stopped here? Even though I have room here, I'm not going to start here. I'm going to go down a line and start right there. Your neighbor, do you see the comma right here? That's where it goes. And then my signature. Do you see my signature? What did I put at the very top? Don't forget, AMDG. Do you remember what that means? All things for the glory of God. AMDG, ad majorem Dei gloriam. All right? Well, I hope to see your letters, and I am excited to see your letters. Your personal narratives were a lot of fun. Don't forget this week to read The Biggest Bear and go ahead and discuss it. You'll be reading it and discussing it with your parents or siblings, and then you will read The Tale of Benjamin Bunny through the middle of the week and discuss it at the end. All right? Have a blessed, blessed day. I am looking forward to reading your letters. God bless you. Bye-bye.